What? Us?
Us?
Wait a minute. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hey, I'm Terry DeFrancisco.
I'm Rance Rizzuto. Hi.
We're the co-founders of the Nest Theater in Seabus, Ohio, and we're so delighted to have you here tonight.
So delighted. Hey.
Look, yeah, what?
Guess what?
What?
We're both on the same camera.
Calm down.
You know why? Because this place is chock full of competitors in a show that you're going to see called You're a Poet and Didn't Know It.
What do you mean? What kind of competitors? How many?
There's, well, we're on StreamYard right now, and you can have 10.
Don't tell them our magic.
Oh, we're in the wilderness.
We've been in an artist retreat for the past
Yes.
7 months during shelter in place,
Yes.
just writing and appreciating poetry. So we decided it would be fun to have a flash poetry competition. This original concept, You're a Poet and Didn't Know It, means we bring on 9 contestants. 9! It's sold out.
Whoa.
9 contestants. And they compete with your suggestions out there to write poetry in less than 5 minutes a chunk. It's going to be a real ball.
Yeah.
And everything we do tonight raises money. Rance, tell them about it.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this, and we're raising money for a couple things. It's going to go to, hey, get this, the Nest Theater.
Have you heard of it?
A little theater that's, not the COVID type place to hang out right now. So we're trying to help it out to get past the COVID place.
Yeah, we wish. We'll tell you more about that later, but you're here for a show and we're ready to give it to you,
yeah.
Which is really exciting. Again, everyone's going to get suggestions from you out there in the virtual audience. We're streaming through 3 platforms. Nope.
Yep.
Platforms tonight.
Pratfalls
and platforms tonight. And as we do so, we can see all the comments coming in from each and every platform.
Yes.
So you can write us at any time and let us know your comments. Maybe they'll go on the big board like this. That might be a suggestion time.
Whoa.
Maybe you'd have to vote. You might see this go up on the big board,
big
but maybe your name might go up on the big board with a fun comment for one of the poems
Whoa.
or poets. And we're ready for that too.
You have some important jobs today. Here's what they are. We're going to ask you for suggestions at some point.
Suggestions.
Not right now, but we're at some point. And these are just will be one-word suggestions to inspire the poets as they go into their round of poem writing.
Yeah.
The next thing you'll have to do is vote. All of these poems will be anonymous. We'll read you poem number 1, poem number 2, and poem number 3. Once you've heard them all, it'll be time to vote. You'll enter, guess what, 1, 2, or 3, and we will quickly try to tally the votes as best as we can. We've got some elaborate software that we've gotten from the wilderness that will help us tally all of those votes. Whoever wins out of 3 people moves on to the final round. There will be 3 rounds of 3. You provide the suggestions, you provide the votes. That's how we find out who does this.
Yeah, the winner wins prizes, but more importantly, they win bragging rights. Isn't that what we all want? We just want to feel better than other people, right? Yeah. Is that what it's all about?
Yeah, we all just want to feel better than other people. That's what it's all about.
Let's try to be kinder than that, but still, you get the idea. So as we begin the night, I think it's time to bring on, you tell me, is it time to bring on some poets?
It's time to bring out the first 3 poets who are going to be going into this. We're going to meet them first.
I'm so excited. Okay, our first 3 poets tonight are Sean.
Ta-ta.
Tammy. I'm giving time for people to applaud at home. Tammy.
Applaud at home.
Yes. And Matt. Those are our top first 3. Hi, team.
Hey, fans out there, people watching Poetic Laureates. Now is the time to just get in some suggestions. It's really open-ended. 1-word suggestions to inspire these fine 3 people. While you're doing that, we're going to get to say hello to them. Sean, we're going to talk to you in just a moment. Sean's internet is a true poet style.
Yeah. And sometimes Sean doesn't need the social media aspect as much as anyone else does. So he may freeze up and come and go, but he can hear he can hear us a lot of the time. So that's all he really needs to write these poems. Great. So as we start here, friends at home, and we are in a bit of delay, we need suggestions for their first flash poem. And again, what that means is they're going to get a suggestion from you out there in the land. And they're going to go away to the tank. Rance, tell them what the tank is.
Oh, the tank is where 6 other people are right now. It's basically a place where they can hear us. We can't hear them. They have a quiet place to write. They're going to write out their poem. They're going to put it in a spot that only Tara and I can see. And then we will randomly read them, as we said. Oh, my goodness, fauna. There's fauna behind me. They will be there for 5 minutes writing. Once that is over, Everyone will still stay in the tank. We'll read those poems. Whoever wins, we'll bring out of the tank to move on to the next round, as we said. Hey, Matt, Tammy, or Sean, we're just looking real quick for what's like your poetic. Why poetry? Why did you even do this contest?
Yeah, what's
today?
your background? What brought you to a poetry contest?
Yeah,
we'll start with Matt. Any hot thoughts?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Taryn Rance. I'm here to win big money. That's why I'm here.
Okay, you're in the wrong place.
Yes.
Just so you know, the money aspect of poetry is usually exceptionally low, but we will try to figure that out tonight. Thank you for saying.
Yes.
Matt. Yeah, thank you for
Tammy,
saying.
how about you?
Well, I actually won a haiku poem writing contest several years ago.
What?
And I know. I am a paid haiku award-winning poet. And the poem adorns tea box that is sold by a store in Boston, Massachusetts. On friendship.
Tammy, you're a ringer. This is terrifying for Matt and Sean, I'm sure. But of course,
that'll be terrible if I lose first round. That'll suck.
Yeah. And we also know that you can do probably more than haikus, but we won't know who's doing what if we see a haiku.
No, I can venture out into other types of poetry. So type past me. No.
Perfect. And Sean, if you can hear us, and he's a man of few words because of his internet.
Yes.
Sean, any reason that you came to this poetry contest tonight? That's right. That's what I heard. Luckily for Sean, he never needs to speak. And as a comedian, I'm really excited that he may never speak because it's only going to add to the drama of his poetry writing rants.
Yeah, it's like Teller from Penn and Teller.
Okay, team, we're going to send you into the tank here in a moment. We're going to bring out our other contestants to talk, but I'm going to give you your suggestion for your first flash poem, possibly your only. So do your best out there as you can. Your first suggestion for your flash poem is Smitten from Cody Allen. Smitten. The word should be used somewhere in the poem, but also it can be inspired by that word.
Goddamn ringer.
Up to you. Okay, so we're going to send them to the tank.
To the tank.
Boom.
5 minutes.
Boom.
5 minutes in the tank.
Boom. Okay, do you feel good about that?
I feel good about that.
The 5
have
minutes
you started the
now.
timer? Good,
I'm starting the timer.
Hey, while they're in there in the tank, if you're just joining us now, hey, thanks for coming out and joining us. You'll be voting in a moment. Thanks for all those great suggestions that you've already given.
They're great.
We're going to meet our other 6 competitors while we are letting them be in the tank and keeping a careful eye on that timer.
You gonna bring them in?
Yeah, let's bring them in.
Okay, boom. We got Brandon. We've got Jamie. We've got Katie. We've got Aaron. We've got Christopher. And we've got Eric. This is the group. So happy you're here, team. I'm so happy you're here. Let's talk to him a bit.
Yeah, same question goes for you all. How, what brought you to this? Why did you, what poetically is the reason that you're in this contest at all? Brandon, what about you?
Thanks for asking, Rance. It's great to be here. When I was in 9th grade, I wrote a poem that won a few contests, and I have just never felt that high again. I've been chasing it all these years, and this is really a big opportunity for me.
Oh, looking to ride the snake. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Ride the snake, buddy. That's totally what it's all about. You gotta catch that fever sometimes.
That's like a common theme in poetry, depending on the era.
Right.
Jamie, what about you?
I will sign up for anything that you guys put online.
Oh, really?
That's true. Jamie has done. Anytime that we do something, there's a ticket from Jamie right there, ready for it.
I'll tell you what.
Within about 90 seconds of it having been posted.
Yeah.
Is a new Nest super fan, to which I say, welcome forward.
Yes.
Straight stalker at this point.
There's 500 students and performers here, and Jamie and Sean might be the newest of the crew. So we look forward to the other
just fans, yeah.
Well,
we just think you guys are great. You guys, you're awesome. This is so much fun. Like, who is not having fun here?
Now, Jamie, we are not doing the judging tonight, so just keep it.
It's fine.
Chill out. He doesn't want hot dollar.
Thanks, Jamie.
Chris, what about you?
Oh man, guys, I used to, when I was a kid, watch the movie Top Gun, and I always thought, what if instead of fighter jet flying it was about poetry. And when I heard you were doing this, I thought this is going to be just like that. We're going to have like a bunch of like badass, like really cocky poets coming together to push the poetry envelope. And I couldn't help but sign up.
Thank you for finally making the connection to Top Gun that every poet has been hungry for.
Thank you for understanding what we were going for with this.
I'm really looking forward to the volleyball part later.
Yes, me too. Me too. I can't wait. Hanging with the boys, we're all for it.
Exactly.
Poets in the tank. You are now 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining in your writing session. Rance, keep doing the interview.
Yeah, Aaron, how about you?
Well, I just like to rhyme all the time. I don't need a reason.
What?
Hold on a second. I think that Aaron might be Paul Newman from The Color of Money and is hustling everybody here.
What?
It's a hustle.
Congrats. Welcome aboard.
Katie, how about you?
Oh, no, you're muted.
We can't hear you.
Now she's here.
So sorry.
Don't worry.
Well, the opposite of those who've been told they're great poets. In the 3rd grade, Mrs. Braden told me that I was not creative in writing at all. And I believed it until I was 24, so I'm here to prove myself.
Mrs. Braden, you were
Get
the
out.
person that discourages children from art. How dare you? Signed, the Nest Theater.
Yes. If you're a teacher like Mrs. Braden and you've found the way to discourage students for well into their 20s, suck it.
Yeah, for everyone. Yeah.
Eric, how about you, sir?
Well, I am a poet and I didn't know it, but my feet show it. They're long, fellow.
Oh, I'm afraid we have to eject Eric from the game.
Our first elimination.
Yes. Hey, poets, you have 1 final minute. It's time to get those things into the private chat. That's going to mean that they're turning their poems in the next 30 seconds or so.
Yep.
Eric, that was a horrible pun. I'm both somehow proud and super just really put off.
Yeah, and the audience, this is some of the stuff you can look forward to. This is something to think about when you're voting subjectively. Like I've seen some movies that I thought were terrible, and then Tara and I talk about them for long enough to where I think, was this movie meant to be appeasing or was it meant to evoke conversation?
Yes.
It was a terrible movie, but we talked about it for so long that I ended up liking the movie for the quality of its terribleness and inspiring conversation. So maybe that's why you vote.
Maybe that's why you vote. Maybe that's why you vote. Who can say what you do at home? And we're not here to judge it. We're just excited that you're voting. So hang on. The voting part's going to happen now. So poets, time to get those poems in. Turn them in right now. You have about 10 seconds to copy and paste your beautiful work to the chat that Rance and I only can see. We can't wait to read them. And once we get to read them to you at home, you get to vote. But we're going to read all 3 before the voting will commence. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
I will also make sure well, first off, thank you, other tankers, other poets. We're so excited that you're here. Thank you for being here. And we're going to meet you again soon.
Yes.
We put you in your groups of 3. So again, say goodbye to Brandon, Jamie, Katie, Aaron, Christopher, and Eric. And now it's back to just you and me, Rance.
Yep, here we are.
Okay, so I think we have 1 poem turned in.
We have this could be an easy round, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for Sean. I know Sean's delay isn't this long.
No.
So it could just be the way that things go.
That's right.
We've got one, and also there's another factor of this that you didn't even know was afoot.
What?
It's called the technical delay, and if anyone gets booted out of the system, they have scant seconds to get in here and copy and paste. So that's that. If you just jumped in, it's time to copy and paste.
I'll tell you what, also, that's so fun about this show is I know it's for me and Rance probably, it's an adrenaline rush because we're managing so much tech for this show to go off without a hitch. So if you're enjoying it at home, feel free to donate to the Nest Theater. We're doing everything we can to keep that place alive. Brick and mortar relief through COVID-19. You're awesome. Nest Theater, the Nest Theater on Venmo or nesttheater.com/donate at home. And it's time, I think, to read the poems.
It's time, Tara. Why don't you read this round of poems?
Okay, everyone. I'm very excited. There's no specific order to this. I don't know I'm going to give each of one of these a number.
Okay.
Okay, so this is poem number 1. Poem number 1. Here we go. Some nice music in the background to get us set.
Mhm.
The suggestion again from Cody Allen was smitten.
Smitten.
$1 shots. Party is the life. Bar number 3, but still no wife. Can't stop my vibe. I'm straight up cool. Except inside, I feel most of fool. I read the specials, chalkboard handwritten. Suddenly I am struck. Dare I say smitten? The bartender approaches. Says, what's your drink? Yes, my heart. It definitely does sink. My bartender is 90s era Val Kilmer. I can't contain myself. Out loud I say, grr. We leave immediately. My best night yet as we soar toward the moon in his fighter jet. I am in love. No one. So nice. He is the man. Cool as ice. That is poem number 1 of 3. Poem number 2.
Okay.
These are incredible. Rolos, chiclets, $100,000 bar, sucrose, fructose, stevia by the jar. Rot my teeth, sour my gut, make me groan and shake. Mumble, grumble, let me hallucinate. If I can't have some sugar, I will get some pot and get baked. I need everyone to know that this participant thought the word was candy for no reason that I understand. But that was poem number 2. Poem number 3. Is it smitten or is it smote? Is it written or is it wrote? Is it up or is it down? Do you smile or do you frown? If you crush on a person, you might be smitten. So get your damn hands out of your mittens, put on a mask and stand far away. Then think of new games you can play. Smitten once, smitten twice. I love eating noodles, not rice. Columbus is fun. Columbus is dandy. Writing poems is really difficult. That's poem number 3. So again, I'm going to title these.
Yep.
I'm going to call number 1, Top Gun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call number 2, Candy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call number 3, Difficulty. You get to vote now on which one you think is going to win or want to win. So you're going to hit 1, 2, or 3 in the comments starting now. Now, we also know there's a delay, but we have 3 platforms running. Start hitting those comments now. What else?
Blink them in. Hey, that was a great first round.
That was incredible. These artists should feel very proud. Even though we had an artist that thought the suggestion was candy, I gotta say that was a pretty good candy poem. These were all incredible poems.
So smitten with poetry that the idea totally changed. We're going to look at your votes. We're going to tally your votes.
Yes.
And we're going to get the answer in just a moment. But hey, all these contestants are having a very fun time, and we're so glad to have them all in here. Definitely big props to all contestants tonight. Woo! No matter who wins, no matter who does not.
Yes, that's right.
Just a few more seconds of voting time.
Oh my gosh, it's really like there's a lot of votes for. There's votes for every single one, which is awesome. The winner of this round.
Yes.
Is Top Gun number 1.
Top Gun.
Number 1. That means that it's Matt Schwartz.
Matt Schwartz. Thank you so much to Tammy. Thank you so much to Sean.
Yes.
We're going to boot you from the tank.
Yes. Votes for all of you, by the way, so you should feel very proud. Poetry Corner contenders. Thank you again, and maybe we'll see you on the next one of these we do if we do another one because I'm having a damn ball. Having a damn ball. Great. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Talk to Matt. Will you talk to Matt?
While you get them out, I was going to go transfer while you do it. Matt, you did it. You used the Top Gun influences that were going on in there. You evoked messages of love and love lost. You really captured the audience's heart. Was this your intent?
Well, I mean, I knew whatever captures my heart would capture the audience's heart, and give me one step closer to that money, baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're all about the money.
Well, to get close to that money. I'm going to bring on our next contenders, and Matt can give them advice. Does that sound good?
Oh, great. Hey, let's get really quick. Let's get some suggestions for the next round popping in here, and I'm going to make some movie magic happen.
Oh, what do you mean, Rance? What do you mean? Why is Rance walking out of the room? It doesn't make a ton of sense to everyone at home, but we know each other intimately. Is that worth saying? Like mostly that, I don't know what that even means, but you get what I mean. I mean, you kind of get what each other means, right? Jamie, Eric, and Brandon are now on the screen. Matt, this is because we wanted you to be able to give our next contenders, we wanted you to give them some hot advice. Do you have any advice for these people?
Okay, yeah. I would say, in all seriousness, maybe just try not to edit yourself too much. Whatever comes out, just trust it and go with your gut there, because I think you can spend a lot of that time trying to edit yourself, and I bet the first thing you wrote is probably the best.
Oh, that's
good.
That's advice. I'm going to kick Matt out of the chat now. Matt, take a break and just take some breaths and get rejuvenated to write again, okay? And now we have our new 3 contenders. And Rance is on a different screen. Hey, how about that?
Movie magic.
Movie magic. Rance, chat with these lovely people, and I'll kind of go through our comments of what may have come in as suggestions for our next tankers.
You bet all. Hey, we're going to do something here. We're going to do something in just a second. These are the folks that are going next, yes?
Yes.
I think that I'm going to save my question that I had for the group of people to come after this, after they get in the tank.
That sounds good.
So do we have a suggestion for them? I think
we do. We have a lot of suggestions from the very top, and I'm going to take one of those, and then we're going to go back to the ones that are coming in now for later. I'll tell you what, your suggestion for this one is lollygag.
Lollygag.
From Adam Vyers. The suggestion is lollygag. You 3, I'm going to send you into the tank right now, and then we're going to give you a 5-minute timer. Listen for any clues from me about time ticking down, and have fun. Go for it, poets. We got your back. Have a great one. Ta-ta. Have fun. Okay, Rance, we're back. It's just you and me.
Just you and me. Hey, Tara, I want to bring out the other 4 people and talk with them for a little bit.
I would love to do that. So I need to bring back, help me with who that is.
Oh, you need to bring back Matt.
Yes.
And you need to bring back Chris.
Yes.
And Katie.
Yes.
And Aaron.
Yes. People that are familiar by this point, but maybe we haven't talked to all of them quite yet, right, Rance?
Yes. So Matt, we've already talked to you, but we'll get to you as well. This is something that Tara and I have been enjoying asking people when we teach classes. We do classes at the Nest Theater. If you're unfamiliar, go to nesttheater.com to find out more about that. But we would like to know from you a boring fact about yourself. Often places will ask you what's a fun fact. We want a boring fact, but if you could just really sell it. Like if I was to give a boring fact, I would say I got Scotch tape on my desk and there's just enough left to wrap 2 presents. That
is a boring fact sold with such confidence, which honestly, confidence is the key, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, Rance. So we're going to go through each of you and see what your boring fact is, and maybe talk to you a little bit about it, but sell it with confidence. Rance, pick your person.
Aaron, I'd love to hear a boring fact from you, please.
All right. I am exactly, wait for it, 5'5". The entire world for me.
Whoa.
That's a beautiful, boring fact. Exactly on the money, 5'5". Not many people are right on the inch mark. So congratulations.
I'm all about making things easier. And if my height was just the same number twice, it'd be one less number to memorize.
You're close, Rance. You're 6'5".
Yeah, but I have to know 6 and a 5. So
yeah, it's hard.
Both of them. Katie, how about you?
Well, I own 1 cactus. I've had it for 3 years.
Okay.
And when I met my partner, secret, his shower curtain was cactus themed.
Oh.
Okay, that's exceptionally boring. And
MTV.
Everything is in alignment for love.
And your partner had their shower curtain for exactly 3 years.
Can you believe it?
Chris, how about you?
Oh man, I have not cut the top part. It's all backwards of my hair since before quarantine started in like February or March, and I fully believe that if it gets long enough, time travel will happen and it will become 1996.
Whoa.
Doing my best to get us all out of this.
I don't think you know how time travel works, but to be fair, neither do I.
I don't think you
know
do
that-
either, Tara.
Yeah,
I
don't know
know.
that any of the scientists have tried just growing your hair long for the sheer sake of time travel.
Of all the theories I've heard, it's not the most ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Sarah, do we have a time update on the timer?
I was just about to give it. We have 90 seconds left for the poets to write and put in private chat their poems. That's not long. Start getting those in the next minute or so, friends. Minutes,
Great.
everything into the chat.
You can put it in as soon as it's done to Poets in the Tank. Hey Matt, how about you? What's a boring fact for you?
I rewashed a spoon for lunch.
Whoa!
This is too big. This is too substantial.
Sorry. Also, I have a cactus shower curtain.
Wait.
What?
Spoiler.
I think
That's what Katie's partner does.
Yeah. That's weird.
Whoa.
That's weird. This is that's lovely. I'm so glad to hear it. I do like a cacti. You know what? I like a cactus, but I don't love cacti because you know why? I have a little fear that there's tons of spiders in all of them. So more than one might overwhelm me.
Oh, there's your fact.
That's my fact.
Every cactus is just a ball full of spiders waiting to happen.
Didn't you ever read those ghost stories where it was like, and then not ghost stories, but like idiosyncratic stories where someone in Arizona, like just by accident, bumped into a cactus and it was littered with spiders? Everyone should.
Everyone.
I do now.
Ghost cactus.
You should be terrified at home. Great. So, poets in the tank right now. Start getting those poems in. You only have about 10 to 15 seconds to do that. So that means now, even wherever you're at, get them in. Great. And anything else for these lovely people here, Rance?
No, Matt, hang tight. The other three, get ready. It's going to be your turn as soon as we find out who wins this next round. It's
really great to meet all of you. I'm so glad you're playing tonight. Thank you for playing. Awesome. Okay, so we'll put them back out in the cold.
Poems in, please.
Even our first round winner in the cold. He's got to stretch those fingers for more typing. And I am seeing our poems come in here, Rance. So I've got two of the. I've got two of the three.
There we go.
I have all three. I'm ready.
Great.
And Rance, would you do the honors for all of us to read these three poems?
It would be my pleasure. I'm going to, again, read three poems in a non-distinct order, and then you'll vote 1, 2, or 3 once we're done. I will give them the title, too, because that was a fun part.
Yeah, it was fun.
Here we go, everyone, on all your platforms out there. You Facebook heads, you YouTube heads, you Twitch heads, get ready.
Twitch heads.
All the heads, get ready. Here's the first one. A rose by any other name smells just as sweet, or so they claim. But when you call a lolly a sucker, I gag for reasons I can't quite explain. To me, there's wonder in a word that synonyms just can't make heard. The nuance where this magic lives is my favorite place, though it seems absurd. I guess that's why it's poems I write when I can't sleep on a lonesome night. Instead of doing differential equations under my sheets in the morning light. I can't ask you to understand or visit my personal fairyland. I'll only say when you smell the roses, call them roses just as God planned.
Oh, okay. Oh, I blew out my own candle. I exhaled and I completely extinguished the candle. Like every beatnik person should. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to title that one or give it a number?
Well, that'll be poem number 1. I think we'll still vote by number, but I'll give you a title as well later. Here we go. Poem number 2.
Excited.
Lollygag with a bag and a rag. Don't you tag me with your tired stuff. No need no gruff from you. Why so sad, you lollygag? Did you have the best of all? It's now fall with pumpkin spice. Ain't that your vice? It's better than the peeps you stan, you lollygag. A noun, now you slag.
Woo. I mean, we got the use of stan in, so let's just take a time out for that.
Stan.
Great.
In there. Great. So that was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, here we go. The ants, they marched across the field with leaves and crumbs and food, preparing for the winter time. An ant named Frisco solemnly stood. He watched the line march dutifully by, his friend Aunt Bob as well. Each one had their foodie prize, overwhelmed by foodie smells. But Bob was cruel to his friend. He left him holding the bag. For Bob had told Frisco about a sweet treat. But alas, it was just a lollygag.
Oh, wow. What an ending. What a finish. What a finish. We have 3
So,
great in that round.
we got 3. We've got the first one, which we'll call The Rose.
Yes.
We've
That's
got
number 1. That's number 1.
That was number 1. One is The Rose. Number 2 is Beatnik Stan.
That's number 2.
Number 2. And number 3 is Ant Pranks.
So viewers at home, people watching You're a Poet and didn't know it, it's time to vote. That means you should go now to the comments on any platform you're on. And yes, we want votes from everyone. I don't know why. Of course we do. Someone asked me, should we vote if we're on a different stream? Yes, you absolutely should. So vote for poem 1, 2, or 3 right now. We can't wait to see what you vote for. And Rance and I are just going to chat a little bit about those poems. They were great.
Oh, so great. And so like very distinct different styles and rhyming or non-rhyming tactics that were in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. I think there was we can also see the meter as they are written on our fields, and it is lovely that second one felt like kind of like beatnik jazz. The first one was so good, I obviously put my candle out, and the third one,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're all great. They were all great, and we don't vote, so who cares what we think?
Yeah,
it's going to be up to you out there in the virtual audience to decide who is going to win it in round.
Lots of votes coming in. Get them all in here.
Yes, and we're going to give about 5 more seconds for voting. That means probably like 15 because we are on a little bit of a lag, but we know that we're stopping voting now. So when I see this happen on the live stream, I'll know that all the votes are in 1, 2, or 3. And yeah, we're almost there, Rance. I think we're almost there. If you could help me count the votes, that would be fantastic.
I've been looking at them as they come in here.
Mm-hmm. And tell me who the highest number is.
The highest vote again. Another round of votes for everyone. All poems appreciated. But there are more votes for Ant Pranks. Number 3.
3. You just won. And Ant Pranks, I believe, was is that who is that? Who was it?
Was Eric, I believe.
Eric, you are the winner of round 2.
Congrats, Eric. Eric, I just happened to notice you're wearing some sort of smoking jacket type.
I thought everyone else was going to take this seriously and wear proper attire, so I did put on my poetry writing smoking jacket.
Okay, good.
I'm not saying that gave me an unfair advantage, but it kind of probably did.
Yeah, I mean, the camera can often just sense who is the best poet. That's why so many people in Hollywood are hired for their looks.
Yeah, like
right? Poetry's hired the same way.
Yeah, I think most as all things in social media now too, like most of the viewers online are just AIs. So like AI is like taking in the picture and factoring in things like keywords that it hears. Like it heard money from Matt, and Matt ended up winning, and it sees it takes into account your jacket on the visual, and it's like that's a poet jacket. It's just like it's talent. It figures out how to break the system and know who's submitting which poem. It's all AI. It's all AI.
Everything's AI. It's not your fault. It's just the way it is. And you know what? I think these 2 rounds have been honestly much more cohesive, artistic, I don't know, exponentially better poetry than one would expect in a 5-minute time period. So congratulations, Eric, on your poem. I think you also got some feedback from some people watching that your poem felt like Rush lyrics and they were here for it. So congratulations. You just wrote a new song. That's great. Congrats.
Nice. Congrats, Eric. Thank you to Jamie and Brandon for competing and for submitting your poems. Thank you so much.
So close, so close. I'm going to remove Eric and I'm going to kick those lovely people off. They were fantastic. We love you. Thank you for being here. Oh,
yes.
What a joy. What
a joy.
Audience,
get those suggestions in now. Start getting them in now for the next round. We'll get you just a few moments here, and we've got a nice little pile from the initial round too. If the delay is too long here, but Tara, those are some solid poems we've had out here at the start already.
Yeah, they sure were. They were great. I mean, I truly am impressed. I think that we expected a lot of improv-hearted people, even if they're not improvisers or even if they're not artistic poets and they haven't been published like some of us here. They still have the heart of flash poetry, which means your audience suggestions are just sort of inspiring them to write whatever comes to mind. And Matt gave some good suggestions in that first round, which was don't edit yourself, which honestly is often a good artistic note in general. Like when we go to do creative work and become a writer, for instance, people often erase what they write because they're ashamed of what it was or they didn't think it was good enough. And then they're left at zero again. So a lot of poets are probably leaving what's there to see if anything is usable or trackable, which is a great helpful hint for people at home that are looking to write a little bit themselves.
Yeah, and it's essentially the essence of improvisation, which is what we teach. You do a thing and it's there, it's done, it's out there. There's no going backs.
Rance, we've got a ton of comments that are ready to inspire the next set of poems.
May I pick the topic?
Oh, for sure, but should we let everyone know who the poets are going to be?
Yes, our next poets are going to be Chris, Aaron, and Katie.
Hi, team. You've met lovely people, and they're about to go to the tank. Rance is going to pick your suggestion. We have 5 minutes in here to write. Rance.
Yes.
To be.
And like I'm just curious, is the pressure on because you've been waiting and sitting through the other group and being like, oh man, we're next.
They're feeling it.
Feel it. Use it. Use that adrenaline. Use that fuel.
Yes.
This suggestion seems like it has multiple ways it can be taken, so I'm going to take it. Alexander Mikulkevich with Idol.
Oh, Idol. Idol is your suggestion. I'm throwing y'all to the tank, and you get 5 minutes starting now.
Bye. 5 minutes. Oh, Tara.
What?
I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous too. Do you know why? Because everyone's doing so well that anyone could have won by now, but only one person's going to win. I mean, we're mean that way.
Oh, this is like, I honestly wish everyone could win. You know, I wish everyone could win.
I don't. You know why?
You don't?
I don't want everyone to win. I want everyone to thrive. But I think that it's okay that we have one winner tonight. That's important. I do like everyone having a winning spirit, and I like people experiencing joy. But sometimes you got to lose a little to win sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes that's a loss here and there is the fuel and the fire.
That's exactly right.
The bigger win.
You know what makes me feel a lot of joy, Rance, is the old Best Theater. And we're going to take this time to chat a little bit about the theater that you're supporting tonight as we go through here, because we're at the 4-minute mark, poets, already. You have 4 more minutes to write your poems, okay? 4 more minutes to write those poems suggested and inspired by Idol, the word. Rance, talk about the Nest a little bit, huh? And I'll throw up some stuff.
You bet. Hey, the Nest Theater has been going full and strong since 2016. And hey, if you're watching this right now and this is your first time with the Nest, this is like the least improv-y of the shows that we have, even though they are definitely writing these poems on the spot. Nest Theater's improv training center and shows, and like most places in March, we had to shut down for a bit until things got a little bit healthier for people to do. So we've been doing online shows. You can find out a lot about everything at nesttheater.com, like you can see on the screen right there. We do classes, we do shows. Shows happen right now almost every Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Yeah, And we've got classes. There's a new one starting very soon that's called Improv Fundamentals. If you haven't taken classes before, this is the right class for you. It's online and it goes over the basics. It's also very easy and fun, meaning it's not a stressful situation and you're not expected to be a genius at comedy.
You don't have to be a genius at comedy. You don't have to be a genius. Look, I mean, all I do in shows, I performed all over the world, and mostly what I do is glasses bits. So you can do improv. Come take it from us at nesttheater.com/classes.
Yeah. Do you know how to put glasses on? Do you know how not to?
You're ahead of me.
Taken the first step. You've taken the first step.
Yeah, a lot of those improv classes that we have, by the way, are about communication, collaboration, and joy, celebrating each other, and especially in shelter-in-place times when we all feel like we need a little bit of camaraderie. Classes are great, and it seems like it shouldn't work on Zoom, but believe it or not, we've sold out every single class we've offered since I think April or maybe even March. I can't remember when we started doing virtual classes. Yeah. But they've been sold out every single session. I think it's like 8 or 9 sessions now that we've done this. And thank you for that, anyone that's a nestie out there. But come join us. It's a very happy, wonderful community space.
Yeah. Another show we've got going on right now is called The Message. Ooh. And when I say show, I say that in finger quotes. It is definitely an interesting experience we've got going. It's a one-on-one immersive theater experience. You buy the ticket for a time slot, you will get a phone call at some point during the hour of that time slot that is filled with suspense and interconnectivity with you and the person calling you. It's a little mysterious situation that's going on just in time for Halloween. There are slots going on various days throughout October, so go to nesttheater.com to find out more about when that.
Poets, you have 90 seconds left. 90 seconds remain. The Message is so fun, by the way. We can't believe how many rave reviews have come in already. We had 1 week of shows already of that show. It was released last week, and people love it. So it does sound strange to do live improv or live, like basically kind of like a murder mystery energy where you help choose your own adventure through that thing. It's so fun, and you get 1 actor randomly assigned to you that will play with you on the phone. It is well worth it. It's a new idea. It's so much joy. It's like it's the best. We are selfishly really into it. We love it, and so are our actors. So please try that out. And finally, as we get into the last 40 seconds of this thing, we're going to tell them about Riddle Ramble.
Riddle Ramble is another thing that we've got going on. Most of these ideas are born simply out of trying to keep our people safe, and you are our people, our actors and our patrons. The Riddle Ramble is a clue chase that is around Columbus, and it's at your own speed. Initially, we were thinking, let's design a clue chase that everyone starts somewhere and runs at the same time, and there's a winner. And we came up with this, Tara came up with this great, safer version of it, which is you sign up, you follow a set of clues on your own time throughout most of the month of October. And mostly it's a fun way to see the city. And as an added bonus, you'll be entered into a raffle to win some fabulous prizes.
Here's what's even cooler. I think we got sponsored by people. We are helping support a place called Zora's House. Zora's House is a nonprofit BIPOC Women's Resource Center. You can help them out there on Summit Street, and 5% of the proceeds from that raised are going to go to them. Additionally, brick and mortar COVID relief for the Nest is going to be the primary recipient of all that stuff. And all these people have sponsored that. We have gifts from Platform Brewery. We have gifts from Seventh Son. We have gifts from Charcuterie. We have gifts from Alchemy of Fortune. We have gifts from Virtue Vegan Salon. We have tons of people have helped us sponsor this. There'll be a raffle, like Grant said at the end, where you can win prizes if you complete it. If you don't complete it, you can still have fun. And if you sign up, you get a t-shirt and you can take your whole family. We don't care. We don't care what you do. We just want you to have fun. So you can enter as one person and bring friends with you as long as they're in your quarantine bubble and you're safe. That's the purpose, okay? That's the safe. Swear. That's the pinky swear. But we want you to have fun. So please look up the riddleramble.com. It starts Saturday, October 3rd. It runs to the 26th. You can do it at any time. And the raffle is for completing people on the 26th, on the 28th when we draw. These people better have their poems in, because I gave them an extra.
Get your poems in. Boom. Bam.
Great. So I've got one from who are our 3 contenders we had in that last round? We have Aaron, have Katie, and we had Chris.
Yep.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
I think I've got all 3. I've got all 3. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Rance, am I reading this round?
Yes, please. And again, the suggestion for these lovely voting audience was Idol.
Okay. Again, in no specific order, these people were Christopher, Aaron, and Katie. That was who he was playing in this round. Here we go. Poem number 1. Stuck in idle. I try to progress. Prom queen in my scene. All above all I behest. Oh, you like my hair? You stare at me with no jest? I saw this in the zine. I wear it with zest. The crown is in my hands. Above all I be. Nowhere will I go. Top idol is the dream. That is number 1. Number 1, my friends. And I'll go back and name them in just a moment. Number 2. Singer on the TV. Sing songs that speak right to me. You might have that country twang or regret the song you sang. Your music is very loud as you belt out to the crowd. Your dress might be mighty eccentric, or you have a sweet dance trick. The voice you have is nearly title, but of course, you're the American Idol. That was number 2. And now we're on to number 3, Rance. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. In the spidery temple, I crept deep down in, past pitfalls and pratfalls to stump Gunga Din. Why wasn't I happy? Back in Indianapolis, to the ivy-clad walls of the U, I had something with no cure, the yen for adventure. My idol's an idol. In the bowels of this Mordor, I'll never be old enough for dentures.
Ooh.
That was number 3. These are number 1, I'm going to call Prom Queen. Number 2, I'm going to call American Idol. And number 3, oh man, number 3, I'm going to call Yen for Adventure. There's no reason. I'm just doing it for me. So 1, 2, or 3, start voting now, and Rance and I will riff a little bit while you get those votes in on all the platforms tonight. Okay, Rance.
Airplane food. Am I right?
Oh my God! You know what's crazy is women are like this and men are like this.
Oh, they're different. Oh,
Are they? Hey, everybody out there! Thank you for joining us again and watching these lovely poets as we go. What we're going to kind of note again here is that you're getting your votes in, and we're just riffing a little bit to celebrate what those 3 poets did. Again, that was Christopher, Aaron, and Katie. You don't know who wrote what. I know. It's exciting, isn't it? You don't know which one is the writer of what, but we definitely need your entries now. If you get those entries in, we'll be able to go on to the final round after this, Rance.
Yes, and this is very close right now, so keep getting those votes in. We might get to a tiebreaker.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Rance, do you feel good about counting the votes?
I do. I feel good about it.
Okay. And I'm going to call it here. So when I see my hand do that on the stream, I will know that we're all caught up and all the votes are effectively in.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so nervous. I'm nervous. This is going to make our 3 contenders that are going to go to the final round tonight of You're a Poet and Didn't Know It. This show, by the way, is completely original. We're so excited to do it, and it is showing a highlight of our beautiful community and lots of friends of the community, even audience members. So thank you for playing tonight. Rance, we're all done. Do you want to tell me the vote tally?
It was very close, Tara, by 1 vote.
1 vote?
By 1 vote. Votes for all. There is 2 in tough contention, and the winner by 1 vote is Prom Queen, Katie.
That was Katie. Hi, Katie. You won.
Wow. Good work, Katie.
Congratulations.
Good work, everybody.
What was that woman's name that told you were a horrible poet?
Mrs. Braden.
Yeah.
Look at her now. Mrs.
Look at her
Braden.
now, Mrs. Braden.
Look at her now. Okay. How dare you dissuade a child from the arts when they have this kind of skill? How dare you?
Looks like it was more someone will never be a good teacher.
Oh, slam!
Think about that.
I'm glad. So in that last round, how about we give a little like snap so they can feel it at least at home to Aaron and Christopher. I believe was that in that round, Aaron and Christopher. It's hard because we're keeping it anonymous too. Aaron and Christopher, congratulations! You were wonderful. Thank you for sharing your art with us. Rants, guess what? We're in the final round. Can you?
Hey, start getting suggestions in. Start getting suggestions in right now for this final round as we go in. Oh my goodness! Oh, people are not happy with Mrs. Braden.
Oh no, Mrs. Braden has got boo, Mrs. Bra, boo.
Here's the other half.
10. You know what? It's just so hateful that we have to go after her hard with two separate texts.
Man,
so mad. Makes me so mad. I don't know why anyone's ever dissuaded from the arts or expressing themselves. That doesn't seem right to me. If you need me to go after somebody for you, I will. I will. Hey, your big sis Tara's here, and she's ready to tell you you're allowed to try some art.
Hey, it's me, Rance.
What's up?
I'm allowed to tell you you're an awful teacher, Mrs. Braden.
Oh man, I don't know why anyone goes into teaching that can't be supportive of people.
I feel really bad for all the teachers that are having to like really like do so much work right now and try to learn distance learning and all that stuff. Except for if Mrs. Braden's doing it, she gets what she deserves.
Oh, you heard it here. You heard it here. The nest takes hard stances on things that are several years ago.
Yep.
We're getting a lot of suggestions coming in for our final round. Do you think it'd be fun to bring the final round contenders?
Yes, let's bring them all back.
Okay, so here's the people that run round 1, 2, and 3. Boom, boom, and boom. We got Katie, Matt, and Eric.
Yes.
Eric has doubled down on his costume. We know.
Oh.
He's got some power. Oh, Matt has a magician.
I appreciate the effort, Matt.
Oh,
I stepped up my game for final round.
Yep. Katie, you just won a round, so you didn't have time to prepare an extra costume for.
I didn't. Just give me like 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Find something. Find something.
Yeah, find something, Katie. Or how can this even go on? We have a tie around the head. We have a magician's cap. A leprechaun's cap. This is one, or like a
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Either way. I'm just glad we're all swagged up and ready to write. Thank you. Sometimes you need that extra encouragement with some headwear.
Yeah. Tara, would you like to pick the final?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that. And thank you for allowing me to read your beautiful poems, everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones.
Same rules apply, by the way. It'll be a 5-minute round, 5-minute round, 5-minute round.
5-minute round. I think that was Cassandra the person that went so hard after Mrs. Braden. Yeah, I'm going to pick Cassandra's. Cassandra has the suggestion of dough.
Dough.
And
Matt's all about the dough.
So we'll get 5 minutes in this final round to take it all. The suggestion is dough. Team, get to the tank. There they go, everybody. They're in the tank, Rance. What do you think?
There they dough.
There he is. Still got it, buddy.
I still got it.
Still got it.
Let's just like gab with people. Hey, here's some other fun things that we have going on with the nest besides the shows, the classes, the message phone call shows, the ramble, the Riddle Ramble that's going on. We've got, if you're on Facebook, hey, that's cool. We've also got a YouTube channel and we've got a Twitch channel that we've been using every so often. Some of you are on them right now watching this while other people are on Facebook, but we're very much in the realm of realizing that people are kind of looking for alternatives to Facebook for when they can. So we're trying to branch out to give you said opportunities.
That's right. Hey, and I should say too, since you can go to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook to watch a lot of our live streams, maybe it's a good time to also call attention to, these are all free. We want you to feel like you can always watch the shows for free. And that's kind of the thing that we've been trying to focus on the most since Shelter in Place, is that we want to be a service to our community and the world at large. Rance and I have done improvisation for boy, I don't know, 21 years now, Rance. Is that right? Holy cow. I haven't counted it. We've been in shelter in place, but I think it's 21 years apiece for both of us.
Our improv can drink.
Hey, our improv can drink. How about that? And this is our professional job. We love teaching. We love instruction. We get to tour with a show called Here, the Improvised Musical, which hopefully will be right back in 2021. We miss it so much. But in the meanwhile, all these cool things have been created during shelter in place. If there's any perk, and there's not many, right? But there's any perk at all, it's that some new things have come to life because of virtual shows. So we have the show that you're watching now. We have our regular comedy sports match that we do in a physical space. We've altered that to be an online show. We have that on Thursday nights. We have long form teams doing improvisation on Thursday nights. We have a word storytelling show where we'll be telling spooky stories at the end of the month. You're here for poetry right now. So if you like storytelling, live literature, that'll be all like ghost stories that are true to the people telling them at the end of the month. That's fun. Yeah. And Rance and I are working currently with as adjunct professors at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. And we're lucky enough to work with Passion Works Studio in tandem with the university. So university kids we're teaching right now. And additionally, Passion Works Studio is an artistic studio for people with developmental differences that make art all year round. And we're teaching them an improv class through the semester so that they can do improv together, which is exciting. So all these things have been born because we had a weird year. So I guess in some ways I'll keep my gratitude up a little bit and say thank you for helping us invent new things we wouldn't have thought of had we been just in the physical space.
Yeah. And someone, Tara, just asked, hey, how do I play this game?
Chris Covell! She's an outstanding comedian and guitarist. Hi, Chris. Hey, Chris, I would love it if you play. We're probably going to run this show again. We also have another game show we run in October called One Hot Dollar. If you want to be a participant, like you saw participants tonight, you can join as a participant ticket. And there's also viewership tickets. So like right now, you might be noticing that virtual tip jar on the bottom, which just funds the brick and mortar COVID relief for Nest Theater and Zora's House, the BIPOC Resource Center. That's just to watch. If you have some extra scratch lying around, we sure do need it. And so do they. So does everybody, right? But if you want to be a participant on a show like you saw tonight, those seats sell out fairly quickly. And you can go to nesttheater.com/virtual to buy anything to play. We'd love it if you played. Oh, Chris, I would love it if you played. Woo! Yes. I love Chris Covell. That would be so fun. It's been a long time. That'd be a ball. And yes, thank you, Jamie. We love this show. This is like a new creation. Hey, poets, you have 1 minute left. One minute into the private chat for us to read through. Again, this is the final round, y'all.
I tell you what, Tara, our game show would be made so much. It'd be uplifted so much by an outstanding comedian and guitarist.
I'll say. Thank you for knowing Rance.
Yep.
Chris, I sing that song so much that Rance knows it and has never met you. Just so you know. Just so you know. I haven't
Covell.
seen you in 15 years.
Chris Covell.
You're so
outstanding.
And comedian and guitarist. Chris is like a salt of the earth, wonderful person. This is a really lovely thing to see. So, hey, if you're watching right now, we'd love for people to be involved, especially since everything we do right now goes to charity.
Hey, guess what? Real quick, we also have a podcast called It's Not a Show with Terry. We've been on a little bit of a delay with it because we've been doing so many busy things behind the scenes for Riddle Ramble, for the message, but it'll be popping back up soon.
Yes, you got it. I love it. I love it. So please come on by. Hey, poets, that means you have 15 seconds left to get them in the chat. 15 seconds to get them in the chat. That means you can do it right now. And people at home watching the live stream, guess what? You're going to be voting real soon, real soon, once those poems come in. Rand, I want you to do the honors of reading the last 3 poems. That means you're going to you're going to be kind of responsible for the art that wins tonight in a way.
Man.
Are you ready to do that?
So nervous.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, so Rance, I'm going to go ahead and look in the private chat and make sure that we're at time. I think everyone got their stuff in. Yes, all 3?
Great.
All 3, I believe, have turned in their poems. Yes. Okay. Viewers, get ready to vote at home. Rance will read all 3. We'll assign a number to each, and the winner will get bragging rights and so much more that we'll think up later.
So much more. All right, everyone, here we go. This is the final round of You're a Poet and Didn't Know It. Big props to all of you. Here we go. Poem number 1. What was the suggestion again?
The suggestion, I believe, was dough.
Dough.
Yes, dough.
That was not part of the poem. This was not a planned reading of it.
Yes.
Dough is the suggestion. Poem number 1. A small ball, so delicate and soft, innocent at yeasty birth, so destructive to my central girth. Dough baked to a round of crust, before my meal I look with lust. No dough I shall spend on this loaf, provided to the table to enjoy most. The more served to me, the tip goes up. Cheesecake Factory, you filled my cup.
Oh, that was lovely. That was lovely. That was number 1.
Bread?
Bread. That's number 1.
Number 1. Number 2. Cha-ching, cha-ching, living in that dough. Swimming laps in change to and fro. Dollar signs in my eyes. Money don't lie. Slapping checks on my thighs. Change can't make me cry. Except life is change. This we must accept. It goes up and down, riches and debt. So when you're at your highest high, don't lose sight, because you can always fall beyond your might. Not even the voice of seal can lift you up. Strangers pass you by. All you muster is sup.
Very good. Was that written by Seal?
Yes.
Okay, good. You got a shout out. This is great. That was poem number 2, everybody. That was poem number 2.
We can see them on cam, and I saw a seal enter the room of one of them as they were writing.
Oh man, I got to keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah. Careful with breathing on that candle, Tara. All right, number 3.
Okay. Oh, yes.
You better go out again. Number 3. I dreamt a dream of a pizza tree. Its leaves twere each a slice.
Oh.
And the value of this rare tree was beyond an earthly price. I ate my fill of sauce and cheese and bark that tasted like dough. The higher I climbed into the boughs, I felt my stomach grow. But damn the alarm that disturbed my sleep. I woke with much moaning and pissing. My pizza tree dream had vanished complete. But oddly, my pillow was missing.
Oh, these were all very stylistically really good. I can see why these winners got to the final round. So
yes.
Let me just say quickly, Rants, if we could assign things, then you and I can chat for a moment about the styles of each.
Yes.
Number 1, what would you like to title that first one?
Number 1, I will call Unlimited Bread Baskets.
Number 1 was Unlimited Bread Baskets, just for a reminder at home.
Yeah.
Number 2, Rants?
Number 2, I'll call Dollar Bills, y'all.
That's number 2. And number 3?
Pizza Dream.
Great. So everybody at home, start voting now. This is the final round. This is for all the bragging. So please get your votes in. We want to know everything. We want to know what you thought. We want to know what you felt. We got to see that number come in 1, 2, or 3. I got to tell you what, Rance, one of those poems kind of made me feel like Shel Silverstein in the great way.
Yeah.
Did you feel that energy?
Yeah,
again, these are all great. These are all really, really good and all different.
And guess what? The voting is fairly even. Fairly even.
Yeah, this is terrifying to me, Rance, because we can't have a tie in this round. We just can't. Okay.
No.
We just can't.
Tara said she will not settle for multiple people winning.
I will not settle for it. I will not settle for it. We have to have a winner. Look, I played sports, Rants, okay? If everyone gets a trophy, then nobody really gets a trophy. You know I got a bleeding heart, Rants. You know I love to love.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you've got to have the sweet joy of winning. Sometimes you got to feel that little sting of defeat because, hey, it makes the highs higher when you do win. It's okay because you're just going to write more poems. Hopefully, the next time we do this, right? That's the hope.
Man, none of us rode a bike the first time we tried. Come on.
None of us did. None of us did. We'll see what happens here. I'll tell you what. I'm going to call the voting in 5 seconds, and I'm going to do that old hand symbol that helps me out with the live stream. Again, we're on the final round, and the voting stops now. Rance,
All right.
what's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I know what's going to happen because I was counting the votes the whole time. Like,
Okay.
I know what's going to happen. I am aware of
I'm
the
nervous.
situation
Very
that's going
nervous.
on. Tara, why don't you bring all the people back on? Would you?
Okay,
please?
great. Yeah, I'd love to. So we've got Katie, Matt, and Eric. These were our final 3 contenders. Hi, team. Congratulations for making it this far.
Yes, congrats. Hey, all fantastic poems, y'all. Those were great interpretations of the word doe.
Very much.
The audience has spoken. The winner of the first annual Year of Poet, and you didn't know it, or whenever we do the next one, it could be weekly.
Yeah, who knows?
The winner of the first one is Pizza Dream, Eric.
Whoa! Congratulations, Eric Myers of Columbus, Ohio. Hey, buddy.
Wow.
You did it.
Looks
Full
like
costumes win.
Say again.
Full costumes apparently help the win. We had hats from the other 2. The jacket put you over the top.
The jacket put you over the top, bud. Eric, first off, a big round of applause to Matt and Katie, who got to the final round but didn't quite clink like Eric. Eric, how does it feel to be a winner?
I'm in shock. When will I find out about going to Hollywood?
You can go anytime. You can go.
I can just go and and then somebody will pick me up at the airport and. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your poems were incredibly impressive. I do have to say, in that last round, we had stylistically like really fun poems, and I think one kind of felt like slam. One sort of felt like fluid, and yours was the one to me that felt most like kind of Shel Silverstein. Like there was a little lesson at the end, which I thought was so fun. I really like the style.
Yes, the lesson is do not eat your pillow.
Don't eat your pillow. It's a good lesson.
I agree.
It doesn't have to be rocket science, right? We just get tiny lessons on these shows.
Simple lesson. I think we all could. I think the audience had a feeling that the money one might have been Matt's.
I'm not sure how they figured that out, though.
Who knows? Who can say? Who can say? Thank you to all of our competitors. Thank you. Oh, a guy named Uber will pick Eric up at the.
Yeah, you have a very special ride from a prize. A guy named Uber will be picking you up at the Hollywood airport. Congratulations
awesome.
on that. It was great. Thank you for playing, buddy.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It was just so fun. Oh, that did not sway us. We didn't know.
We didn't even know.
How dare you? You voted at home. Don't you dare accuse us of anything. Thank you, Eric. That was awesome, Rance. This was a really fun show.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you to all 9 of our competitors who joined. Hey, if we do this again and you're like Chris Covell and you want to play, just keep an eye on nesttheater.com or keep an eye on our Facebook page. When we have shows coming up, we put events for them. And typically there are, for these types of things, we've been making contestant tickets and audience tickets so that you can join in. If you are able to and you didn't buy an audience ticket, look at that link going across the bottom, nesttheater.com/donate or Venmo at the Nest Theater. Every little bit counts to help keep us afloat till we can have people come in our live studio theater space again.
Yeah, when we say that, we mean it too. Every single thing you donate to the Nest Theater goes straight to the Nest Theater. There's no interruption of that. Goes straight to that brick and mortar relief, as we don't have any relief from rent during this time. So we need it basically to keep the doors open. We're doing okay, and we want to keep doing okay in order to sustain that place. If we can sustain the place and get to the other side, we know we'll all be rushing back to each other. We just have to get to the other side. So thank you so much for your support. And additionally, from Zora's house too. If you do Riddle Ramble or any of those other events, the riddleramble.com helps sponsor Zora's house, and they will be getting a big chunk of the proceeds also from that. So that starts Saturday. So if you're in the CBUS area, the Central Ohio area, go to the riddleramble.com tonight to find out more about that, or check out The Message, which is running all weekend this weekend, and several other October dates. Some of them are already sold out, so grab them now if you'd like. The Message is on the nesttheater.com site. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
This is so fun. Thanks, team. Thank you, poets. We love you all. And bye from this sleeping dog that was bored to tears.
Oh, Addison hates poems.